Good morning. As usual, I like to tune into the energy. And so one of the things that Spirit's been communicating with me, especially recently, is the past week or two. I'm hearing a lot of anger is being released from the collective. A lot of anger, a lot of things that were pissing you off. You're starting to release them here and there. Good morning, you guys. Living Light to you. If you're here, this is a message, and Spirit must have guided you in this room for a reason right now, or in this video. There's a reason why this message is coming up so early. So I'm hearing a lot of people are tired of living a certain way. I'm hearing that very strongly. They're ready to move forward with life with whatever way that is. I'm hearing tired of being controlled. I'm seeing somebody like break through a jail, or break out of jail, break out of jail. Feeling like this is like the energy of someone who feels like they done a lot of healing and self-evaluation and re-evaluation and letting things go and trying to understand the way that you've been living if it's not fitting your life. And I'm hearing most of the time you get upset because, happy birthday, Marcus. Most of the time I'm hearing, hey, Christina, I'm hearing Spirit say you get upset because, okay, and this is how the message is coming out. Of course, this is not for everybody because not everybody's doing their shadow work. Not everybody's releasing that which doesn't serve them or others around them. But I feel like Spirit has a message that's coming through very clear and directly. Number one, I'm hearing a lot of dark angel energy is being removed from the earthly bounds. I'm hearing the bowels of hell. So this is like there's like a lot of dark energy. Can I help you? There's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of darkness being pushed away from the collective right now. And so here's the thing, though, be like if you're feeling like you've been releasing some darkness, like like you're the anger and getting upset over things and that it's not fair energy. And like again, we always say there's no victims here on earth. We all chose this mission, we all chose this life to learn specific lessons or whatever it is. But then I'm hearing Spirit say there are certain things where we didn't choose that, and they are sort of like, okay, so when you're in the process of releasing and living your journey and doing your thing, sometimes when you attract the attention of the light, of course the darkness is like they want to see what's going on, who's this person with all this light around them, and you sort of become like people gather around you and they want to see like what's going on, and this is in the spirit form or in this reality. So sometimes when you're such a light figure or such a healer or whatever you want to consider yourself, because I can't really put a label on myself. Somebody said, what do you do? What do you do? Who are you? What is your occupation? I'll be like, I'm a starseed, an empath, a healer, a medium, a psychic, I'm a homemaker. I cook, I clean, I take care of my child. I don't know. I don't have a label because I can do 1,000 things. I write music. I'm a writer. I don't know. I can act. I can sing. What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to do? So there's no label on those of us who know that there's no labels. You know what I'm saying to you? So it's like, hey babes, this morning, it was a very interesting morning, and I'll talk about it. Maybe there's a reason. You guys saw the video I posted of me, like, with that little outfit on, the gray little outfit, and my daughter, like, kicks me, and she's like, stop it, mommy. I go on my phone today, and I noticed the video was deleted. And I'm like, who the fuck deleted the video, right? So I get in the car, I'm driving her to school, and I'm like, did you delete my video from Instagram? She's like, no. And I'm like, you deleted my video? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, you little motherfucker. Are like trending. I hope you're getting paid for No, I'm not. I'm not getting paid for these views. That's why I don't give a flying fuck about Bad Girls Club and everything that has to do with anything. Okay? I don't give two flying fucks. Okay? That show has been over for 11 years, 5 years, 6 years. I don't give two shits. I don't get paid for none of that, okay? I got used and misused in the entertainment industry, just like many people do. And because my soul is not dark, I'm not able to compete with these dark energies that work in the entertainment industry. Why? Because my soul is not like that. You see, I'm not about that life. Okay? So they could ask me a million times, Flo, what do I do, bad girls? I said no. The answer is fucking no. Give me $1 million. No, I'll give you $1 million. No. I'm not going to destroy the youth, bitch. Money does not mean anything to me. It is but a piece of paper. So when you guys will really wake up for that, especially those of you who are new and coming here from Bad Girls Club, just do me a favor. I'm not about that life anymore. And like I said it before, they can ask me 1,000,000 times and give me $2 million unless they said the whole show is about healing, which it will never be. It will never be. It will. You know why? Because the entertainment industry doesn't want you to see you heal. They want to destroy you and your children. Right? Because remember, when I was on the show, it was all about fighting. If I ever try to do something loving and all that, they made me look stupid. And they played some corny ass music behind me trying to actually make friends and love people. Bitch, the fuck out of here. Wake the fuck up. Like, get out of the illusion. Out of the illusion. Because you see bitches getting that bag, okay? They're destroying the youth. So I'm not going to judge nobody because this is the destruction of our youth. Your children's children will be watching that stuff, okay? So yeah, okay? Yeah, leave it to the possessed. Exactly. I'm not going to go fill myself in a room full of demons. I'm so sorry. Do you guys understand the realness of this? We're not, I'm going to address it. I'm going to address it because I see a lot of people have come from, they watch the show or whatever, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine. Welcome. But welcome here as a healing place. This is not a place where we're going to talk smack. We're going to judge anybody else for let them do whatever they want. The difference is I don't get involved in that type of tomfoolery or fuckery. I'm not going to do that because that's like a part of the agenda. The agenda is very smart. They will use your favorite character, your favorite people on TV, your favorite, those people you idolize so desperately, watching their every move, they will use them to destroy you and your household. Okay? So I'm just trying to create a peaceful life for myself, for my child. I love you, Brave. Thank you, my love. I'm trying to create a peaceful life for myself, for my child. And I'm trying to get people out of the illusion. And I can't go back into the illusion to let it be created. Now, mind you, if I was to go and they were like, oh, you're going to like run the house and heal everybody, right? There'd be a totally different story. Talking about they come in the room, I do a session on them, I do mediumship on them. People love that type of shit, like the ghetto medium, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Every TV show you see is full of disgusting hate. Women hurting each other. It is disgusting. Fighting over I saw something about whose finger was in somebody's. I mean, it is pathetic. Okay? It is like you know why, right? Though, but here's the thing. People are so bored. Like that's how you know people are not healing. That's how you know people are not healing. Because they need to see women or even boys, gay boys. Here's what fucks me up. Okay, I'm gonna address it. Please don't fucking screen record me. I don't want to see this on any of these blogs. I really just don't. I really don't care. I said this from the get. When they did Bad Boys Club, I knew it was gonna be all gay shit anyway. When we first originally recorded that with Natalie, Judy, and Sarah, and I don't even give a fuck who stole what from me. Karma is a bitch, and she likes to rain her little shit down when nobody's paying attention. While you just mind your business and you do what you gotta do and you don't fucking talk shit about people and you mind your business, she likes to rain her little karma down when it's time. Anyway, when they did that, I said from the get, you're gonna destroy the gay community. I mean, people already have a bad perception of them. Am I right or am I wrong? If somebody doesn't like gay people, now they watch a show like Bad Boys, whatever the fuck, and what do they see? Gay boys acting the way they think gay boys act. You're destroying a community. Again. It's just like when you see women fighting each other, it is pathetic and disgusting. This is the point. Right now, I'm at that level, like I'm at that place where I'm talking to my guys and I'm like, Florina, Kaya, because Flo is an image, it's a part of me too. Dyla, not right now, Dyla. I love you, but not right now. This is a part of me, but you have to understand something. I'm at that point, that level in my head where this is what it is. The light workers, we are, and I'm hearing we are, not just me, okay? Listen. The light workers are tired of like literally killing themselves to bring love and light into this earth. And they just keep getting stepped on by these darker energies that so-called, are hot stuff. Look at me, I'm popular, and look at my life, and I'm Instagram famous, and I'm TikTok famous, and the light workers are sitting here literally breaking our backs, okay? Breaking our fucking backs to bring love and light onto this earth, and these dark energies, clear it in the feet. Let's clear the energy all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. And these dark energies that think they're gonna, let's clear it all the way from the feet up, please. Back off, back up. The dark energies are so fucking, listen, the dark energies run the so-called Hollywood entertainment world. Just, if you don't know that by now, you will never know that. You will never know that. Okay? If you don't know that by now, please, I gotta stop looking at the amount of people that keep coming in and out of the room because it's distracting. If you don't understand by now that the dark, agendic, egoic, elite are the ones, demonic, I'm hearing, are the ones who run all of that shit. If you don't know that by now, then you will never understand that, right? So what you need to do is make yourself fully aware. Make yourself fully aware is that you got to watch how people move. Watch how they move. Just watch how they move and how they, they say there's 3 types of people on earth, okay? There's the 80% of people are, 85% of people are followers. Listen to this. These are real statistics, baby. 85% of the people are followers. And I'm not really great at math, but whatever the other part of 85 is left, they are leaders. They're the ones who everybody's following. And then you have the observers, 5%. The observers. So 5% are the ones that sit back, they watch everybody else live their fucking, we watch them anybody see the shit? That's the observing energy. I'm not talking about they're watching. They're the observers. There's a big difference of observing and watching. Difference. They observe everything that's going on earth. The other people are the ones that manipulate the 85% of the followers. Are you a part of the 85% of the followers that are being manipulated by the 15% of the followers, or are you the observers? The ones on the top tier that are just look at these motherfuckers here. Look at this. Look at this. Come here. Look at this. Which one are you? Right? And you'll know, because if you're an observer, you don't give a fuck what's going on TV. You don't care what the tea is. Do you not notice the whole world is on one platform watching the same people live their lives? Think about it. Everyone in the world watching the Kardashians. What are they doing? The Kardashians. And they got you motherfuckers hanging by a thread. And here you are, little puppets to those puppet masters. And they're like, create this, create that. And look at this idiot. And look at that. And look at that. And look. And they sell their products. And which is great. They're entrepreneurs. They're businesswomen. I get it. And they do shit for this earth. They do nothing for this earth. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. All of these people that you are being puppet mastered by, they do nothing for this earth. They sing about people being, and heal the children, heal the world. And none of them are doing nothing about it. Nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They're doing nothing. And so, you want to be the follower? Go ahead. You do that. But we the light do not agree with that kind of life. We were in that life. We were part of the percent that was having you follow our every move and our every thought and we knew how to manipulate you, and then we got out of that. No keeping up. No, I do not. And I'm gonna tell you, she says, do you remain in contact with any of the girls? Like, do you have a relationship with any of them still? And he actually made 100. So, do I talk to some of them here and there? Yes, I do. They all come, almost all of them have come to me in some form or another. Flo, what's up, Flo? All of them come back to me. You know why? Because I've never had beef with nobody. However, what I will say is, again, the agenda breaking up women who can't seem to understand that working together instead of against each other would be so much more valuable to your time and your energy. But how are you going to have a group of egotistical people who everybody thinks they're better than the next person come together, humble themselves, and go, I want you to shine, sis, you shine? That's not possible when you're in a room full of ego. The energy is so high right now. So with love and light in my heart, I say this to you. I've never been a person that you're going to hang around and feel lower than me around me. It's just not going to happen. And some people will tell me, I've had people tell me, like, why do you act like, you should act like you're famous. You know, people like you. You're like known. And I look at them and I'm like, you want me to act what? Famous? I don't know. I don't know if I feel like okay with me going out and like acting like I'm better than people because I was on a TV show. Like, I'm you. I just was on TV. They're all you. Can you clear it in the feet, please? Clear it. So there's a lot of energy. What I'm trying to tell you is that don't sleep on me, man. I sense everything that's going on in this world and in others. So when you listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not telling nobody what to do because it sounds like I'm trying to tell you what to do. I don't really give a fuck what anybody does, to be honest with you. Do I give a fuck? I kind of do because I love you and I care about you. That's a difference. But I'm not here to tell you how to act or what to do with your life. What I can tell you is that some of us have come here onto this earth and we have worked our fucking asses off and we broke our back to heal generational trauma, generational wounds. Hello. Generational trauma, generational wounds. We have come here to break generational curses. And I'm going to ask one more time, can you please clear the energy and the feet all the way up? Please. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. Some of us have come here and broke generational trauma, generational curses. You have come here, you have done the work, which many people are not willing to do. Okay, so why don't you get along with a lot of people around you? Because they're not doing the work. They're not doing the work. When somebody's not doing the work, how could you be okay with people when they're not doing the work? I want to put this like pyrite right in the freaking center of my third eye because my third eye is so aware and woke. And this is the point right here. Hello, Reese Stevens. How are you? Your third eye is waking up right now. This is a huge message. We are ascending. We are lifting the veil. We're seeing through the bullshit. I'm hearing seeing through the blue checks, mine and everybody else's. Yeah, because, people are so gullible. I noticed that. You know why? Because I'll jump on number 33 right there. I will jump on somebody's live, and because I have a blue check, they only pay attention to my comments. Let me rewind that back for you. I will jump on somebody's live, and because I have a blue check, they'll only read my comments. Meanwhile, mad people writing comments, shit that they should be paying attention to, but they're only paying attention to mine because I got a blue check. Because I'm verified. I must be special. I must be somebody, right? Thank you, Zach. I appreciate the badge, honey. Well, your third eye is opening, first of all, because things just get harder to do every day. Like, meaning for a little bit, it starts to impact your friendships with people. You're aware, you're sensitive to energy. Like right now I'm talking to you and there's vibrations from the bottom tip of my toe to the very top of my head. I feel like the earth, like I'm about to like get off this bed and start lifting up into the ceiling. Like it's just this. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you. It's just like a vibration that you can't explain. For instance, you'll have vivid dreams, or you'll have thoughts or things that are happening. You will experience spiritual awakening symptoms. Some of you can feel stuffy, tired, drained. You wake up from dreams drained because of your astral traveling all night. When your third eye is opening up, there are many ways to tell, but for me, the most prevalent ways to tell that your third eye is opening, first of all, you're very sensitive to things. You might go into a room and start getting sad for no reason. You might be in the house and you might have somebody who's upset in the house, and all of a sudden you start acting upset. You have no idea why you're upset. Well, that's because somebody in there is upset. Or even if somebody's sick around you, you might feel their symptoms. You might feel sick like them. You understand me, right? So when your third eye is opening, you're almost like you're picking up everything that's going on around you. You start to fucking see things differently. Yeah, you start to awaken to things, and you start to be fully aware of like everything that's going around you, and you just like, you're aware. Your third eye is also opening up when you can no longer stand to watch like dramatic stuff, people fighting, arguing. You know what I'm saying to you, right? Let's clear it in the throat. Like, you can't, for instance, you can't, for me, the biggest awareness for a third eye awakening is when you watch things that are, let's say, ghetto, dramatic, people fighting or arguments, and you can't stand it. So true. Almost like being an empathic voodoo doll to these energy vampires. Exactly. You said it. Let's clear the energy. You said it exactly right. I know when someone is pregnant before they do, it's happening. Exactly. So things like this, or you'll dream about something happening before it does. Like, for instance, I posted that I had a dream that there was kids in Ghana, and I was in the dream, I was a little black boy. It was me, like I was him. And we were in a village, and they came into the village, and they were telling us to be quiet because they were somebody came and I wanted to expose them. I was like, I'm gonna tell them what they're doing. So what they were doing was coming into our village and asking us if we would like to be a part of a project, and we'll get paid $5,000 for it. And that's a lot of money where I came from. Wherever I astral projected into someone else's body and saw that what was going on. Okay, I feel like I've been having dreams about what's going to happen before it happens. Is that my third eye? 100,000%, Reese's. I was just about to say, this is the example. And then I saw that people were paying these kids to harvest their organs, and I wanted to tell on them. I was this little black boy in Ghana, in Nigeria, in Africa, and I was going to tell on them. And then the family's like, you can't tell because they're paying us a lot of money. I woke up the next morning and I posted that. I woke up that night and I said, oh my God, I just had this dream that they were harvesting little boys. Motherfucker. God, I just had a dream in Ghana. They were paying people to stay quiet about them stealing the bone marrow off the babies and even the kids. One little girl was going to expose them. They took her in the village and said, don't say anything because they are paying us $5,000 and we need the money to eat. But she and other villagers were upset about it. They showed me that they steal them, and some people buy and eat them for their so-called health. Others steal it to use for beauty purposes, fucking beauty purposes. Others use it to save lives. However, it's making them all sick. The one giving the bone marrow, because of how they take it from them, I saw some people cooking it, bro. And this is what I saw. And so that's the dream, because sometimes I go back to the dream. I remember seeing different things. That's the dream. I woke up and wrote that down. I woke up right out of my dream. I was like, oh my God, I just had a dream. I wrote that at like 4 or 5 in the morning. And then I wake up the next day and I start like looking up, Ghana, bone marrow, people steal. And somebody just got arrested in UK and they were from Nigeria. And it was 2 men or something, and they were in the UK and they were like harvesting, things in the body. But that's not just it. This has been happening forever. And so I saw that, and then the next morning I woke up and people were like, yo, this happened last night and somebody just got arrested for this. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's not nothing. This is your third eye is going to do that. And if you're willing to see the hard stuff, which I pretty much am, you will see it. Like I was laying down one time and I was just watching TV, and in a vision, I swear to God, like it was right here in my eye. Like I closed my eyes and right in front of me, I saw a fire. I saw a kid walking up to school with the color hair with a gun. And then I'm not shitting you, 2 days later, They said that a kid that looked just like the guy I said in my vision had went up to the school and was intending to shoot it up. Okay, and I'm getting hit in the head. So another way you'll know your third eye is like heat. You'll get like heat in the head. You'll feel heat in the third eye. Sometimes you get like a pinching feeling in your body. Yeah. Thank you for that message. I have Ghana in my bloodline. Yeah, and that's why I said people are getting sick and shit like that, you know. And a lot of people they don't want to see this shit. They don't want to hear that shit, you know. It's out of sight, out of mind. You know, it's far, far away. It's not over here, but it's not far away because everybody's you. You are everyone. I had a vision where the elite governments were chasing me and other kids. It's like Squid Games. Oh my God, Zach. I fucking love you for saying that. Yo, before this LGBT community stuff happened, remember with the Balenciaga and then the guy who had a party and he was inviting like little boys to the party? I had a whole dream about that. And I woke up and I have a whole video on Instagram and I talk about how they're going to use the LGBT community for their own purposes. They're going to lie and say that it's you guys, that you're doing this and all of this shit and all of this stuff, how they're going to use you guys. And I saw the elite having a party with BDSM clothing. Remember, I said that in the live. Somebody had to be there. And then I said about the clothing, the BDSM clothing. And then they had a party and everything I said and saw in my dream. Like 1 week later, do you understand me? Like 1 week later, I was telling people, yo, they're going to use the LGBT community for their own agenda. So that's why I say be very fucking careful. Because you know I support and love the LGBTQ plus community because I'm a part of it, right? I'm bisexual. Like I can't explain it any other way. But the point is, understand when you start to see them using trans people, gay people, and they start using you young people and start like, you know, transitioning them from the age of 3 and 4 and parents are saying my kid is 3 and knows he's a boy and they do all this. No. That's not authenticist. It's like old school people don't make videos and talk about it on social media. They don't want nobody to know what's going on, that their kid is that young and thinking like that. They don't allow people to get into the school and start. Be careful with that. Be careful. Just like you got to be careful with Black Lives Matter movements and white people matter movements and the cops matter movements. I don't get involved in any movements because 90% of the time they have 80% of those people are not even really a part of that movement. They're paid actors. Listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Paid actors. Yes, you wrote, I never forget that. It was my first intro to BGC. Loved you since then. That's what I'm saying. Listen, they're paid. Man, listen. I've been knowing this stuff since I was young, which is why for a second of my life, I went literally crazy. Sometimes knowing too much can be very painful and you start to kind of lose your shit. But these are paid actors. When you see all these people in the movement, they're all like these whatever lives matter movements. There's photos of these people and they're at all of the rallies. Why? Because they're paid actors. You have to understand something. The government knows exactly what they're doing and they will use what you're passionate about to fuck your life up. So I don't get involved. That's why I don't associate with any religion. I don't associate with any big ass like cult like movements. I don't associate with any type of tags. I'm not a member of the LGBT community or plus or whatever. No, I am Florina Flo Kaya. That's who I am. I am a part of everybody and everything. I don't associate with one thing or another. I'm my own person. Professor, love you. Characters playing characters. Yeah, same circus, different clowns. Same clowns, different circus, right? Same clowns, different circus. Yep, when BLM happened, they brought bricks to bought bricks to the city, so people destroy the city. But was there a big box of bricks in the middle? Exactly. Listen, and again, you have to understand. I don't really know who Floyd whatever is. I really could care less. To be honest, I don't care who he is. I really don't. He was like a fucking junkie. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about that. I don't care what he did, drugs or any of that, because I've done drugs too. I was an addict at one point in my life for a little bit too. I dabbled in that too, but like. People will fight for somebody like that, but there's kids being, like, their organs are being harvested right now, and there's kids being, like, fucking trafficked and all that, but I ain't seen nobody fighting for them. But you're gonna fight. Think about it for a second. You're gonna fight something because they're against the cops, right? So they knew exactly what to destroy everybody, make the cops and the people fight, okay? Make them all look bad, everybody, right? But when there's kids being trafficked, sex trafficked, human trafficking, the Balenciaga with the kids in the front with the BDSM clothing on, everybody went about their lives. About their lives. Kim Kardashian, I don't want to say nothing about Balenciaga because, but come on, guys. Wake up. Okay? Wake up. Wake up. Your drugs that come into this country, when they say the Mexican cartel are bringing all the drugs into this country, let me explain something to you. They have proof that drugs are being transported to the United States through American soldiers' dead bodies in their coffins. Okay? In their coffins. It's all everything that's happening. They know everything about it. You think they don't know when drugs are coming in? They think they don't know when the heroin, the crack, of course they do. The government makes money off of all that. When you guys gonna wake up? Get out of the structural behavioral mentality, that group mentality. Find your own purpose, your own path. Okay? This is what I'm saying to you. This is the awakening. And we're lifting the veil. We're lifting the veil. And if you're afraid to see the veil because you're afraid when you pull the curtains back, you're going to see way too much. Thank you on a positive. I love you. If you're afraid to pull the curtains back because you're afraid you're going to see too much when you lift the veil, you're not ready for your third eye to open, and that's okay. Hey, listen, nobody says, oh, look at this loser. No, your third eye ain't opening. No, it's very hard to open your third eye. Literally, people get depressed. That's where suicides come from. This is where all of that stuff, because they wake up to the truth. Let's clear it in the feet. They wake up to the truth. And the truth is too much for them. And so they go crazy. You know, most of us that have our third eye have opened throughout our lives. I love you. Thank you. You'll go through things like depression, anxiety, addiction, toxic relationships. You'll punish yourself. That's what opening your third eye is. It's tough. It's hard. It's dark. But then once you get past all okay, this is what it is. Once you start accepting the earth for what it is, you start realizing you can't fix everybody. You can't change it. All you can do is be a positive influence on this earth. Yeah, exactly. So my gas came from a dead body. It's really something to think about. 100%. You know, I used to do coke a lot. And I used to every weekend, coke, drink coke. I used to do this a couple of years ago. That's all I ever did. Go out, sniff coke, drink. And then I watched something that my guides guided me to. And they showed me, because they know me. Once I see that something involved like that, and I saw all of these people being used to transport this stuff, and then my people, Albanian people, which people don't even know, they're a big, huge part of the cocaine industry. They'll go to the countries and they'll take poor kids that are in communities in my country, Albania, okay, from Tropoja and from Marizi, which is it's called the Black Mountain, Albania. And they go there and they grab these families that ain't got money, and then they tell them here, we're gonna give you this much, transport this, and if you lose it or something happens to it, we'll kill you and your whole family. And they actually do. They kill them and their whole family. And so now if I want to go sniff coke, I can't just sniff the coke. I got to think about who I'm sniffing. You know, am I sniffing my boy from here? Or am I sniffing a dead Mexican's little girl, or a little girl who lost her father? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not for the weak, but the journey is beautiful. It is. And it is beautiful. At first it feels disgusting. You know? So, yeah. I was a female impersonator, so much coke, yeah, because, sometimes you need those drugs to make you feel like you fit in or whatever, but, we have to think about where all that shit comes from, as much as a lot of things, even weed, man. I tell people all the time, they normalize weed so much, but if you ain't growing it in your backyard, I'm just going to say, you don't know where it's coming from, who's taking it, whatever is going on. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on, You could play the whole, oh, no, it's just weed, though. Okay. If I smoke weed, I feel like I feel like a million people are talking to me. So, that's I can't do coke today because I'll hear 1,000 voices. No, when you're aware and you're awakened, you can't do drugs, really, because they'll take you to a place you ain't trying to go. Yeah, the readings are at 7 p.m., you guys. I have a couple of clients to get through to. I'm going to let you guys go now. But please don't be afraid of the journey, because we need you, starseeds. And then those of you who want to learn more about your journey, and it's not about me making money, because, bitch, I don't even make money like that doing my classes. My classes is meetings. They're called SAM meetings, spiritual ascension meetings. And they're called SAM meetings because my father's name was Seki, but they called him Sam. And he passed away when I was about 8 years old from depression and all that stuff, and it took his life and a couple of other people's lives in my family. And I call my meetings the SAM meetings, spiritual ascension meetings. Again, is my dad's name. So that if you feel like you need to talk about your journey and you don't know what's happening with your journey and all that stuff, and you don't want to figure it out, on Sundays, usually we're going to have a class tomorrow night because we missed it on Sunday because I had some family stuff I had to deal with. But it's usually on Sundays. But tomorrow night there's a class, and I send the link, and it's on Zoom. So if you feel like you need a place, you need people, like-minded people to talk to, it's a $5 donation. Really, it just goes towards the classes, and I keep it there in case, like, I don't know, I need to fucking do something with the classes or something, because, you know, I end up paying for things on my own, and it gets a little bit draining after a while. Anyway. It's like NA meetings. Donations we're grateful for donations, but it's not required to enter the reading. Well, then maybe you need those classes, because people oftentimes they think they need a reading with me in order to be okay. But those classes have been helping people. I mean, all of them, 3 years, and they're still coming back to the classes. So I got to be doing something right? 3 years. And it grew from, I remember, 4 people to 15 people. Now I have like 30 to 40 students back and forth. And they're not always in the room at the same time, but there's about 30 to 40 students. And that's a lot to build up out of nothing, you know? Yeah. So if you guys want to work with that, tomorrow night's class is going to be about using your intuition and how to pick up your thoughts and what to think about, like how to deal with your intuition, how to know it's your intuition and not your thoughts, and stuff like this, and channeling and readings and stuff like that. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Okay. You guys have a good day. Try to stay positive, okay? Try to stay positive, because today's, you know, the energy is moving from Jupiter is going into Mercury today, and Jupiter is the sign of abundance and moving forward, and Mercury is the communication sign, so communication could be a little bit like tough right now, so just be careful with what you say and, you know, how you react to people, because there could be a surge of energy and you might, you know, react a certain way because of it. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.